definitely
Hey,
answer that. Hello.
hello.
Hi, it's working.
How are you? We was waiting you in our account. You know, I was live too.
Oh, hi. Hi. How's it going?
I really hope in this way our students can saw the live too, because usually I don't know,
Oh,
but it's important to save it if you can after,
yeah.
and I hope you save the lesson too, because
Yeah.
here after 60 days, today is the first day who the people can go outside from home. I didn't know that. My wife just told me now.
Oh,
And all our girls, when we call them, yeah, we are in the beach, we are there, and I tell, oh my God, because the governor tell to the people who today they can go to other part of family, you know, like fiance,
yeah.
like parents, and we have
Oh,
the beach here because
mhm.
we have the beach near of us, and many of the students tell me, please save the lesson because we want to do them after, but now we want to go at the beach after 60
Of
days we stay
course.
home.
I totally understand that. I would also be running to the beach myself.
How is the moment there in Canada now?
It's all right. I mean, we are still basically home. We only go out if we have to like grocery shop, or you can go for walks or runs. Yesterday we went to the park because finally the sun came out, so we walked a bit. But I know it's still like, yeah, it's not released yet, not like you guys, but hopefully soon. We don't have that many cases in Toronto itself, but people are still taking it very serious, and we do the best we can. So.
Of course, yes. Of course, here in Italy, we have got really very big problem for many weeks.
Yeah,
Now it's a little bit better, but just a little bit better.
yeah.
And we start with fast too. In this way,
Mhm.
now the people from today can
Yeah,
go outside for going, not everywhere, but they can go to find the parents or something
right.
similar.
Yeah,
And we have to see now if the cases be again, high,
yeah,
or they go down the same. We
yeah.
have to wait.
Right. I am my company. We were actually in Italy on tour for our last tour that we did like 2 months ago, and we arrived in Italy, and it was just the day before the lockdown happened. Because we were in the
Oh,
Italy, like we came from Lugano, from Switzerland, and yeah, we all our shows got canceled, and we had to travel away from Italy, and we went to France, and then we could do our performances there, but it was it was crazy.
yeah, 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 of course, yes. We want to ask you some things about your career, about your life, because in this way, when we save it and we make that in Facebook too, okay? Because not everybody have got Instagram.
Right.
Uh, we have the user point collection. Who you'll be part of that. I don't know if you remember that
Mhm.
about that project. Who are many of 100 dancers, solist, first solist and principal dancers of the biggest theaters,
Right.
and some of them, we want our students know better their life, where they study, how is their character or something similar.
Yeah.
Um, I know you start to study the dance in München, yeah? Was the Bayerische Academy of Bayerische or something similar?
Yeah, it was like the school attached to the Bayerische Staatsballett. And so I went to Heinz Bosel Stiftung, which is the Ballet Academy Munich. So I trained there. I started when I was 7, and I was there for 11 years. So yeah, I did
Okay.
most of my education there. And then my last year of training I did with ABT at Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis School. I got a scholarship for a year, so I moved to New York, and it was really convenient because I could do all my auditions there. So, because a lot of companies come to New York and have their auditions there, so it worked out really well.
And which is the difference between Europe, Germany, and USA or Canada, or
Right.
of the audition, of the how the dances work? What is the biggest difference between those two parts of the world?
Yeah. So in my school, we were very classical and almost like a little bit slower. Like, so we didn't do much balancing or anything like that. So when I came to the States at first, I was 18, I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, completely different. And then, yeah, also the auditions, like, you just had to be faster, like pick up things like quicker, and I wasn't used to it. And like, you know, often they asked us to put on the pointe shoes right away, like from the first exercise at the bar, and just, yeah, it was a faster pace, but it also kind of was exciting. I think like the ballet community is very close, like everybody is auditioning, everybody's going there. If you have off on the weekend, they all went to steps and took more classes. Like it was just a different feel than Germany. Like in Germany, I would go to my school, and then when I'm done. But they just kept being like, yeah, they keep going. Like the energy is just always there.
Yeah, we saw about, I think, Rachele Buriassi. I don't know if you know her, of Les Grands Ballets of Canada.
Yeah.
And she tell me the same one, you know, because she tell me in America it's more like the show must go on, you know, you have to do. Here in Europe, it's more, you know, you can enjoy a little bit better, you know, you can enter in the personage more, you know, there is everything fast, you do and then you dance, you do and then you dance. You don't have too much time for enjoy what you are doing. You are more like
go. But I also felt like in my school we took a lot of time, because we had the time, for details which I find really helpful, like even like how are your fingers, how do you express, like lots of little things, which when I then went to the States and Canada, I feel like that kind of got a little bit like washed away. And then now I'm with Lions and we go back to details, which is nice. Details in a different way, not in the classical way, but more like, wow, you can focus on so many little things in your body, and that can all make a big difference. So it's, again, I go back to realizing how much there is.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And what time you start to dance, you told me? For the first time you go in the studio?
Like 6:30, 7, yeah.
6:30, 7. And somebody of your family was a dancer too, or you just no?
Yeah. So
Okay.
my dad is from Senegal and my mom is from Germany. So when my dad came to Germany to live with my mom and they had me, he was always playing his instrument because he's a musician. So he plays the kora, which it sounds like the harp. So it's a string instrument. So I grew up always hearing music and him like singing and playing, but they weren't really dancing in my family. And the only reason why I started is because my parents took me to the school doctor to make sure I'm ready for preschool. And you have to do little tests, like just to test your coordination, your spatial awareness. And then the doctor told my parents, yeah, she's ready for school, but you know, for her coordination and spatial awareness, it would be helpful if she did some dancing. So my parents were like, of course, she loves to dance anyway. So they put me in jazz dance and they put me in ballet. And then that's when it all started, because the teacher was like, oh my gosh, you need to do this professionally. You're so talented. And at first my parents were like, no, this is just a hobby. And no, the teacher kept pushing. And then they let me audition for the academy. And I got accepted. And then it's free. So that was great, because my parents were always like worried about money. And they were like, we don't want anything that's too dramatic, you know, just concentrate on school. We don't have a lot of money. But because the academy was free and I had fun, they let me stay. And I just passed the exams every year and kept advancing. And then at one point it was just like, I love this. I don't really want to leave. So yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And I think that Germany, you know, Deutschland is one of the countries who in the art in these last years, they really have the art, they really have the theater. You know, we saw the difference between Germany and Italy in this moment. We have many dancers, we have many theaters, but nobody give nothing to the art. And, you know, the most of Italian dancers go way outside from Italy for dancing, because here we don't have so much opportunities. And that's really so sad. But when I go in Germany, I saw this, you know, il tuo allievo? My wife's student is in Berlin now too, you know, because here in Italy he was in Rome, in others, but he told me, no, it's more better in Germany because it's so different. And that is really good. Which was your first role, like principal role?
I think first big opportunity was Lilac Fairy in Sleeping Beauty. So that was like my first, like I was in the quarter ballet and I got to do that. So that was like a big, like, wow. And then, you know, I did Chroma and Elite Syncopation, so all like more like soloist. And then when I joined Lions, we only are 12 people. So that really means everybody is principal. Like there is no core, there is no trying to be the same. It's really like you dance alone on stage, everybody does, and you have to really be ready for that. Like you, and with the experience, you grow, and then you don't know anything else. But yeah, now that I'm in Lions, like I'm always a principal, and so is everybody else.
Yeah, of course. Of course, and it's one of the most. I love really the lines of you know, of Alonzo King. It's for me. You have always the bodies, so long bodies, and you know, very wow. How tall you are?
I'm
because your legs are really so long.
Yeah, I'm 5'10", so 176, I think that is.
Okay.
But I feel like I look taller even than I am. Like people always think I'm so tall, and that's like
because you're arrogant for that. You are slim and looks more longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, I got the long.
Are you superstitious? And before you enter in the stage, did you have a lucky object who you touch every time before you do the performance?
No, I remember when I was in Germany, actually, when you go to the theater, they are the lions and you touch their nose for good luck. So whenever I was a little child and I danced, because we danced in the big opera house of the company, it was a big deal. So every time I touched all the lions and I was very like into that. And then I feel like even now I don't have anything. I just kind of go inside more. So yeah, connect with that.
Okay. That's great. That's great. And did you have in your career until now injuries? Because a girl asked me before, and how you did it? You know, probably somebody in this moment have it.
Yeah, right. I didn't have any major injuries. I think, you know, as a dancer, there's always something, oh, my knee today, my back a little bit, but nothing major. So I'm grateful for that and thankful. The only thing that I deal with on like a constant basis is my bunion on my big like toe. I don't know how to say that in any other way. Like my bunion is just kind of angry at times and gets swollen and irritated. So I always have to wear toe spacers and have to make sure I have the right point shoes that work for me, that are not too narrow, and also like my street shoes. So I have to be really careful and thoughtful of my shoes and how I work with my feet, because when it gets bad, it just really is painful. Of course, I can still dance because, you know, you have to kind of, it's nothing where you're like, I'm out. But, you know, so I always kind of have to be careful with that. Yeah.
That's great. And before a girl asked me, if you wasn't, which other, for you, dance is a job, yeah? And did you have a passion or hobbies who are not with the art, something different, who probably in your free time you do?
So I actually just recently started becoming a health life coach, and that's really become a big passion of mine. I now have clients, and I also have dancers that become my clients, and it's really so nice to be helpful. And also because I know how it is as a dancer, I know that life, and so I can help in ways of making you even see life different, so that it approaches dance different. I always like try to even say it in the lessons, like have positive thoughts. Like if you balance and you just like negative, like, oh, I'm not on balance, I'm gonna fall, I don't feel good, that's really gonna make you fall. But if you're on balance and you're like, I'm perfect, I'm on balance, I'm ready, I'm happy, I'm excited, then that will help. And those little things are also in life coaching. So yeah, I just like really enjoy that, and I do that on the side, and I think I'm really gonna try to focus it even more on dancers, so that there's often no help in companies for dancers that struggle with preparing for a role. How do I deal with my anxiety? What do I eat so my body has energy? So there's so many things that I feel like that would be really helpful for.
Okay, and usually what did you eat? You are vegetarian, you eat everything, you know, how is your
Yeah.
alimentazione?
Yeah, it's really funny because, like, you know, I'm skinny and people always think, oh, she must not eat. But I got lucky. My dad is from Senegal. He's very skinny. He has the same body and he eats a lot. So I have a good metabolism. So I never really worried much about what I eat. But now that I'm getting older and also understand that it's not just about like, okay, you can eat whatever you want, you won't gain weight. It's also about how do you support your muscles, how you support your joints, how do you be strong so that, you know, any kind of work doesn't destroy your body and you can do it for longer. So, you know, I do drink protein shakes, you know, to make sure my muscles have that protein to recover and to build. Before shows, I won't have a heavy meal, of course, you know, I don't want to feel full, but I want to have the energy. So, you know, experiencing with what kind of protein you need, what kind of fruits are good for you. So that's a lot also what I do in the health coaching, like just finding out what works for your body. There's nothing that you can say, everybody should eat that, you'll feel good. Everybody's different. So, yeah.
Yeah, of course, yes. You know, you see me, I eat and my metabolism is slipping. I don't know why. Okay, I have to do some questions to you because it's like I give you two options and you just choose one. Okay?
All right, fun.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Okay. Mountain or beach?
Beach.
Beach. Cinema or live concert?
Live concert.
You like the dancers who are disciplined or the dancers who are crazy?
Oh boy. I think disciplined, but still have a little bit craziness.
Okay. If they are just disciplined, it's not good.
Yeah. Gotta have a little bit of a crazy
salty or sweet?
salty.
Taste. Salty. A solo or pas de deux?
Pas de deux.
Pas de deux. You feel more when you have the confidence. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
You are more like sportive. Your clothes usually, you know, you are sportive or elegant more. You like to sporting.
Yeah, I never wear heels. I am very like, yeah.
Okay, that's great. You know, my wife too. She loves Adidas and she's always, you know, sporty. Yeah. Okay. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea. Okay. She is Mrs. T. She, you know, I wake up and she gives me the tea. After eating, she gives me the tea. We look like, you know, Great Britain, you know, like the Queen and the. We have just a drink and we play and we are great. Okay. Movie or TV series?
TV series.
Okay. Did you have something nice to tell to us? A series you like much? Because we are so Netflix all day, and you know.
Yeah, I just finished with my boyfriend. We watched Ozark, and it was really good. It's like 3 seasons, so you know it's not over, so you can keep going.
Yeah. Ozark, quello che dicevo ieri. Okay. And yeah, also, with I tell to my wife yesterday about Ozark. Let's start this series, yeah. And she tell me, you know, who is with the dollar Ozark, you know, something similar. And she tell me, no. Now, tonight we saw Ozark. Yeah, I have 2 seasons. It's long. That's good. Sunshine or sunset?
Sunshine.
Okay. Cat or dog?
I have to say cat because I have a cat, but I love dogs.
Okay. Yeah, we have a dog here. He's sleeping now. Pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Pizza. That's great.
Yeah.
Me too.
Love pizza.
You like more running or the bicycle?
Bicycle. I have an electric bike, but so I'm cheating a little bit, but still a bicycle.
Okay, and for make the cardio, how you do, or you go just in the gym and you do with other things, like workout or something?
Yeah, I like to, I do Pilates a lot, and then now I started to try like cross training, like do these workouts at home with like weights and jumping or whatever. And I've also tried to go jogging. So just experimenting new things. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. In those days, you know, when I was sleeping because I work until late with computer, and my wife wake up early. For that, every morning I said, doom, 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 doom. What's this? I'm doing workout. Yeah. And oh. The quarantine, I can sleep much more. Okay. Ice cream or cake?
Ice cream. Oh my gosh, I
You
love
like,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Here in Italy, we have the best one. Dramatic rules or happy rules, you know, energetic
Dramatic.
one? Dramatic. You are, okay. Romantic films or thriller?
Romantic.
Romantic, okay. For that, you prefer choreography, you prefer you know, part of the ballet is
I can't really say. Usually our endings are good, but yeah, I don't.
okay.
Yeah.
No, because we like when everybody dead in the end, you know. Oh, we like
no. Not everybody. There has to be also
okay.
something.
No, because we love to cry, you know. For that, it's more easy for us. Heels or sneakers? You told me sneakers, yeah.
Yeah.
The auto or motorcycle?
Ooh, I would say motorcycle just because I want to have a Vespa, like a scooter.
Okay, Vespa, yeah, we know it.
Yeah.
You like more the abdominals or push-ups?
Abdominals.
Okay. Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Instagram. You like more the countryside or the big cities?
Big cities.
Okay. Comacchio is not for you. We are, you know.
I like that too,
We are
but not to live
near of the beach. It's very beautiful because Comacchio is a little Venice. We are near of the beach. But we have, you know, 50 kilometers every city from here.
Right.
For that, coronavirus don't come here.
Great. Yeah.
Really?
That's
No.
awesome.
We don't have too much problems. You believe the God or you are or not?
I believe that there's a greater presence. So a
But
God.
not
Yeah.
Okay. iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Okay. Introverts or extroverts character?
Extroverts.
Extrovert. Okay. In the company, you are the most crazy or something similar? Okay.
A little bit crazy, but we're all a little bit crazy, so.
That's good. If you want to be motivating coaching, you know, it's important, you know, to be a little bit crazy because if not, it's your preferred color?
Pink.
Colore?
Pink.
Pink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have a singer who you like much more or some song?
I like Bob Marley.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
We like them too. Him too. Your favorite food? What did you like more?
My favorite food would be any rice dish. So stir fries, rice bowls, anything. Yeah, African food is my favorite, and African food is usually with rice. So.
I don't know if you saw, but I asked you 4 times about food: salty, cake, ice cream. You know, it's it's important for me. You know. Okay. Did you have a theater like building who you like so much? You know, every theater in the world who you probably you dance or you saw just within computer, who for you is one of the most beautiful?
I think there's always like the Munich State Opera has like a big place in my heart just because it was the first big stage I performed at, and I was so little, and I did it for a few years, and so I was really excited. So it's always like a special theater for me. And then in France, they have these nice outdoor theaters. So those are also really great to dance in, when you just like you feel the air coming and the wind, and you just like
We have here in Italy Arena di Verona. It's like Arena di Verona. It's open, you know, theater here, and sometimes here in Italy we do many.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. Your favorite city? Of course, not München and not San Francisco or Toronto. Something different.
So probably also not New York, because I've been there also. I would say my favorite city is that's so hard. Like, I like some cities in Spain, but I also have something special about Paris, because I like big cities and I like the feeling and the different neighborhoods. And I felt actually also connected to the African side, because there's a lot of Senegalese restaurants, and like so I would say Paris. Yeah, let's say Paris. Paris.
Yeah, when we be married, we go in Paris for, you know, our moon. Yeah, it was really very, very nice. Oh, well, it's really like me, you know. What is this? What do you mean? I'm fat? No. I just eat too much. Okay. And I don't cut my hair from many times, okay? Because here we are close. Okay. Did you have your user point shoes? Which brand is?
I feel like I've switched so many times, but right now I'm wearing Repetto, and before that I was wearing Grishko. So yeah.
Okay. But it's true in USA sometimes. The companies have got their user point shoes. For that, sometimes they tell you to use those.
Right.
What kind of use?
Yeah.
Because here in Europe, no, everybody use you know what they want.
Yeah, I know that when I was at the National, everybody wore Freeds. Really, like it was really everybody was on Freed. And then. Yeah, I think now that I'm with Lions, we can really choose what we want. And that's why I've tried so many. And then I always think, I found the shoe, but then I try another one. I'm like, I think I found this shoe. So right now it's Repetto. So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you have a stylist? A preferred stylist of Moda or not? You don't care about that?
I really don't care much. Yeah.
Okay. And the sport brand? Did you have one?
Yeah, I like Adidas. So
I like those.
Yeah, and I like Fila. Yeah, but for me it's a lot about the look. Like I like colors and how it looks. So yeah.
Okay. I like Adidas too, and I think the most of the dancers like much more the Adidas. You know, Nike too, but many of them. And your favorite flower?
My favorite flower, I would say sunflowers.
Sunflowers.
Yeah.
Did you like sport? And if yes, or you follow sports in the TV, something similar? And which of them is your prefer? You know, your favorite?
Well, since I'm from Germany, everybody watches soccer, so I was always for the German team or Bayern München, but I feel like I was just following my family, because I watch it with them, but it's nothing that I do now, because now I'm by myself. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's great. No, about here in Italy, the soccer is one of the best. I played soccer before I broke my knees. I broke both them. Oh. Yeah, I have got 24 years and I closed my career. So yeah, for that. And after that moment, my metabolism, because I stopped to do training every day. I was pro for that. I do training every day. Then I stopped, and from that moment was not more easy, because it's not more the same, because the body don't work more like before.
Yeah.
And I was in München many times, and because I have my parents in Rosenheim too. It's near. Yeah. I lived there for some months. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
But now I don't know why I don't speak English so well, because before I was with my grandmother and she we was speaking in Greek because you know yeah she's from there, and
Yeah.
now it's very difficult for me to turn back in the English, you know, moment,
Yeah,
because I have
yeah.
to speak in my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, here are asking you which country for the holidays you like more, you know, like for holidays.
Actually, I love Italy for holidays. So Glenn and I, my boyfriend, we went to Italy, we went to Naples, and then we went down to Ischia, that island. And our cat is called Ischia because it's our favorite island. So yeah.
La isola preferita, grande.
Yeah.
That's good. And our dog's name is Coffee because it looks like coffee. Yeah, it's always food is here. Okay, I want to ask you if you have got a dancer of your past, of the past, who was for you like, you know, when you was younger, you know, like, yeah, you understand, like idol, yeah.
I remember I was always like Lucia La Cara, like beautiful
Yeah.
principal dancer in Munich, and
Yeah,
so you know, that was like the one I always watched and I was so excited about. So yeah.
yeah, she's great, and I think she danced many times in Ballerina for many time. Yeah,
Yeah,
for that.
years,
I remember
yeah.
that because she be in our collection too. She be in our project too.
Oh,
Yeah, 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 yeah. And her husband is Albanian, and
yeah.
I'm half Greek, half Albanian.
Ah,
For that, from my city. Yeah, and he's a principal dancer too.
yeah.
Okay, great. And did you have a choreographer, your preferred choreographer, or a choreographer who you want to work in the future together, and you didn't work yet?
Okay. I think I would love to work with Forsyth. I think there's lots to like, you know, gain from him as well. And I'm beyond grateful to get to work with Alonzo because he would be the one that I choose. And then also maybe John Newmeyer would be interesting to work with. I got like a little experience when he came to the National Ballet of Canada, but I've never like, you know, worked with him much, so that would be interesting too. And then Crystal Pike, also I would love that. Yeah, so many. Yeah,
maybe in the different, in different styles, you know, because everybody of them is so different.
Yeah,
that's really great. And usually, how is your day? Not now in quarantine, but
right. Yeah.
You know, like the ballerina's day.
Yeah.
You know, Adji Ballerina's day. How is it?
Usually I wake up and I go to work. We start class at 11, which is nice. So you can sleep actually a bit. And then we have class till 12:30. And then at 12:45, we start rehearsal. And everybody, so since we're only 12 people, everybody's called all day. So from 12:45 until 6, we rehearse. We have 2 little breaks, like one 25-minute, one 15-minute, and that's it. So it's like it's a hard day, like a lot of dancing. There's no like, I'm not in this piece, so I can just rest. There's no resting. And then usually I go home, I make dinner or I go out with friends. Actually, I go out a lot with friends for dinner. Hopefully now that I cook more here, hopefully I can transfer that for normal life again too. And yeah, that's it. I don't really do anything special after work. It's usually really just being with friends because we're exhausted, but we still like each other, so you want to hang out. And then tour life becomes completely different because the schedule is like wake up, theater all day, performance, travel. So yeah.
And did you have some tournée who you remember and you know was the most funny tournée of your life? Did you have a special tournée? And
all our tours are special because we have these long bus rides, like hours and hours, and we're just all together and everybody's tired and bored, but somehow we create games, we create songs. Like I'm the one that creates a new tour song. So funny enough, last tour I created a coronavirus song. I didn't know it was going to get so bad. I thought it was, you know, just something that's happening right now. So we were all singing and now we're like, oh no, who would have thought? But yeah, I think all our tours, like there's so much happening. My suitcase always ends up being overweight, so then I have to like give everybody things from me because I can't go through security, like just lots of things, like yeah, funny things.
That's great. And last thing I would like to ask you, it's what did you have to say to the students who in this moment they are home? Mm-hmm. Not today, because today they go to the beach. But usually in those days, you know, they are home. And mm-hmm. here in Italy, for us, I think for another 2 months, the studios can be open. You know, people maybe go a little bit around with a distance, but of course the dance is not possible in this moment because the people can't stay, you know, so far away between them. Mm-hmm. And what do you have to say them, you know, for don't give up, you know, for go down?
Yeah, I think this is actually a really special time, and I want everybody to see that as a special time and not a time where you're just waiting for things to happen, but really make use of that time. I said that in another interview as well, where it's like, this is your time to try new things, like, you know, explore things that you haven't had time for before, investigate into maybe different parts of dance that you haven't had time for, take different classes. There's so many teachers out there providing classes, and I thought that was super helpful to get to be able to take class all around the world with different teachers, connecting to friends, just kind of getting deeper into your work and exploring new hobbies as well, so that you come out of this with more to give, like with more creativity, with more inspiration, with excitement and appreciation. So I think this is a time to make the best out of it and not let it bring you down, but make something out of it. Yeah.
That's great. Mm-hmm. And the last one, okay, because you know, many questions. Yeah. How you see yourself after 10 years and your future projects, mm-hmm. and if you want to turn back to Europe, or you think mm-hmm. your life now in USA and Canada, you want, you know, the active career to finish there, and probably so what you want to do.
I mean, I am so lucky that we tour so much to Europe, so I do see my family like all the time. We come to Europe at least 3 times a year, so I do see them, so I don't have that need to go back, you know, to live there. And then also, since my boyfriend lives in Toronto, we are already doing long distance with me being in San Francisco. He's in Toronto. So I could see myself eventually living here in Canada. I like Canada. We have a place, we have a cat. Especially now that I started the health life coaching, I could see myself doing that after I dance, you know, still maybe give classes and teach, but also having that as something that I can fall back on. And yeah, just experiencing like more of a family life. I would look forward to that. But as of now, I think probably Canada, the States. I don't think I'm going back as of now, but that could change because I do love my family. So we'll see. Yeah.
That's great. I told you just one moment coffee before I told you ciao.
Yeah.
Because he's sleeping. Here's coffee.
Oh my God. Oh, this is exactly the dog that I want.
It's like a teddy bear. So, I think next week he cuts the hair because, you know, it's like a teddy bear really. And you know, now he wants just to sleep and to play and sleep and to play. You know, it's like a lion. I told you, coffee. You know, because
oh, I love him. Hi, Coffee. I hope
Coffee now. I think everyone just and he has the ball and he stay all the time with the ball in the mouth. Okay, Adji, I really thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, please, because you do the direct from your account now, save it. Yeah. I find a way to download it and to make it in Facebook too. Okay. In this way, the students who after they turn back home after they can have the possibility to know you better. And I really hope next time when the situation be better. And you know, in November when you was here in Germany, if you remember, I would like to have you, but then we have got many problems. It wasn't possible, but probably next time when you be in Europe, we have, you know, very much the pleasure to have you here. and to enjoy the sea, the beach. You know, we are here.
Yes.
The Italy is very beautiful.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Grazie. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao.